Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to my students. Uh, I think you would have been thinking that where the teacher has gone. Uh, I am not gone anywhere, but I was on vacations. So uh, you also have to suffer some of my vacations. So you know that we were doing this book, and from this book, we were at the chapter number 5 before prior to the vacations, and we have already covered some uh, fractions and uh, to resolve the fraction into simpler fractions, and also the increase and decrease percentage in the fractions and whatsoever was also carried out. So the second part of this chapter name the chapter name is fraction and the standard form. So today we are doing standard form out of it. We have already covered the fractions. So what are the standard forms? In fact, maybe sometimes it is called exponential terms, and maybe in physics you will uh, you will be knowing the same in exponential form. So if you see exponential, don't be confused, it is altogether standard form. Sometimes the number is very much big. It is very much big, like this one, 0.00000 and many more zeros. Or let me take this one, 732. You see that after the point there are five zeros in a row. There are five zeros in a row, and then there are numbers 732, and there are numbers 732, and similarly uh, it can be if I reverse this whole situation, it will become 732000000.00. Okay, now you see that this number is quite large. This number is quite large in terms of fraction. This is the whole number, but this is still very large. If I multiply this whole number, if I multiply this number with another number, let us say I multiply this with 15, or I multiply this with 19. Okay, it is very difficult. It is very difficult to carry out the whole, or maybe sometimes my calculator won't work and it will give an big E on your screen. Okay, to overcome this sort of situation, what we do is we reduce the terms. And how we reduce the terms is, you see that we'll put 7.3. 7.3. We'll write 7.3 instead of writing the whole situation, or 7.32 is there, so I can write it 7.32. But where does this portion goes? Where does this portion go? Now this will become, it is very simpler to write it like this, but this is wrong. Up till now it is wrong, it is not correct, because if I multiply this with 10, what will happen? Do you know that point will shift simply over here and it will become 73.2? So it is not correct. So what I have to do is, I have to record the zeros, as many zeros I have written, 1 2 3 4 5, and the digits before point, and the digits before point is one only one digit. There is only one digit before point or prior to point, it is 7. So counting it also, 1 2 3 4 5 6, or you can say 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so it will become, so what will it become? You see that we have already counted 2 points over here. We have already counted 2 points over here. 7 point. Okay, now what will it become now? So we have counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, go to point reduce minus. Now what does it minus means? Minus raised to power 10 raised to power minus 6. 10 raised to power minus 6. If you reverse the process, you will see that this whole thing will become again like this. I'll be doing it for you. Okay, now what is it? 7.32. 7.32. I hope it is visible to you. Yes, it is visible to you. And multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6 means it is going downwards. It is going downwards. I have already told you in my some lecture, that what if the minus is written over here, you can easily take it to the denominator. So it is 1 with 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 zeros. Okay. Now these are 7.32 with 10,100,000. This is 10,100,000 divided by 10,100,000. Always complete the line. Always complete the line. Okay. 10,100,000. Okay. It means 10,100,000. Okay. Now, for this point, I have to multiply it again and put 1 and 0, 2 zeros again to omit this point from here. To omit this point from here. So how many points? Now you see what is the actual fraction we are having now is 732 divided by. You see that I have taken this to extreme one side. It is taken to extreme right side. So I am going to write 1, 0, 0. Okay, all the three digits are written upon it. So how many zeros we are having in total? We are having 8 zeros in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So write all the 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then of course 1. Then of course 1. Because when it will multiply with this whole thing will appear for you. Okay, now what I have to put the point back. I have to put the point back. I have to take it to this position. So you see what I did in my previous lecture was, now this 2 has been consumed by this 0, or you can say this 0 has been consumed by this digit. This digit has this 0 has been consumed by this 7. Now these 5 zeros are vacant. Now these 5 zeros are vacant. So I simply rub these 5 zeros from here. I simply rub these 5 zeros from here and take, these are 5 zeros. Mind it and remember it that these are 5 zeros. Now I'll put 5 zeros on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And 1 is still there. So put point instead of 1. Point instead of 1. The whole thing has been removed from. The whole thing has been removed from here. Now count with me. Okay, count with me. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 732. It has come to its original position. So it means that this is correct. This form is correct, and this is called the exponential power. This is called the exponential power, or it is simply called the standard form. It is simply called the standard form. We can also write this in standard form. And how it will be written? It is very simple again to write it in the exponential form. Okay, now this is our, okay, I rub it like this. Now for this, okay, now how many zeros are there again? 1 2 3 4 5 zeros, and what I have written it is 7.32. Now just count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, now write 10 raised to power 7. 10 raised to power 7. Since we have taken all these 3 2 in as well in this point form, so it will become 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So it will become 7.32 into 10 raised to power 7. So 10 raised to power 7 means a 10 with 7 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, now that what does 10 mean? A 10 with 7 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, this is 10 with 7 zeros, or you can whatsoever you can say it. Now if you multiply it with this one, 7.32, multiply it with 7.32. Okay, now it is very easy. Now what will it become if you multiply this? If you multiply this, you see that it is very easy. Just don't multiply it in the manual way. Just omit this point from here. You see, while omitting this point from here, you will have to lose 2 zeros also. You will have to lose 2 zeros also. Then what I have told you, that when this sort of situation occurs, what will you do? That you will put as many zeros as are available. Now there are 1 2 3 4 5 zeros. Now there are 1 2 3 4 5 zeros. So it will become, this is your original number. This is your original number. So you see that we have changed from standard form to normal form, and from normal form to standard form in the exponential numbers. So we'll do it in detail while doing our exercises and work examples. So it is very easy. I hope you would have understood it. Now you can also apply all these operands. What are the operands? Operands are usually plus, multiplication or division, you can say division, multiplication, and addition, plus and minus. You can also do these operands on the standard form. So it is very easy to conduct these. So I am going to solve this word example, and that is C3 10 raised to power 5, 3 into 10 raised to power 5, and it is multiplied by 2 into 10 raised to power 2 into 10 raised to power, how much it is? It is 6. So it is very easy, very easy. It is very easy. You see that since it is enclosed in brackets, no problem, let it be enclosed within the brackets, and you know that the operand is multiplication. So when the operation is multiplications, you can multiply the whole digit. Now this is the whole digit, what I can call it, it is the whole digit. Now this is the whole digit, and this is the standard form, and that is 10 raised to power 5, 10 raised to power 5, and this is 10 raised to power 6. Okay, now what you do, just multiply this 3 with this 2, this 3 with this 2. What will happen over here? It will become 6. What will happen over here will be 6. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, and 10 multiplied by 10, don't write it 10 multiplied by 10, it will become 100. No, you just write 10. Okay, 10 multiplied by 10 is 10. so far. Okay, and just add these numbers. What will become? 5 plus 5 plus 6 is 11. 5 plus 6 is 11. So it will become 6 into 10 raised to power 11. Okay, now this was very easy, that you just multiply the whole term with the whole term, then write 10 as it is and add whatsoever is in the exponential, and whatsoever is it in the exponential. So it is 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. So it is 3 multiplied to 6 and 10 raised to power 11. So this is the answer. Okay, now I'm going to uh, solve one more question for you. It is in points as well. 2.8 into 10 raised to power 6. No, this is like this. 2.8 multiplied 10 raised to power 6. Okay, and it is being divided by 1.4. 1.4 multiplied 10 raised to power how much? 4. Okay, very easy again. Now what I told you is just operate on the terms which are as the whole numbers, like this. Operate on this. While the sign was multiplication, go for the multiplication. If it is plus, go for the plus. Now it is dividing, now go for the division. Okay, go for the division, and it will become 2.8 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 and 1.4 multiplied 10 raised to power 4. So again, just operate on these, just leave these. Okay, what will happen? Now you see that 14 2 times is 28, and 15.4 is also 2 times, and is 1.4 is also 2 times 2.8. So just simplify it with 2. Okay, now the answer for this 2.8 divided by 1.4 is 2. Now what about this? Now this will become like this. You see, it is written like this and like this. Okay, now just forget this thing and write -4 over here. -4 over here. Because it is coming from denominator to denominator, the sign will change. It will be written, prior to this, it will be written like this, 6 multiplied by like this. So when the bases are same, we have to add these two. So if we add like this, it will become like this. Okay, now 6 plus minus minus and 4 will be written like this. So it will become 10 raised power 2. So 2, it will become 2 into 10 raised to power 2. So this is our answer. So you see that how much easy it is. Now for the last example, I am going to operate on plus sign. So our lecture may be so our time will be, all the time will be consumed. So we'll be starting exercise in our next section, because I don't want that you get bored in our very first lecture after the vacation. So it is written like this. Now last example, it is 10 raised to power 9, 10 raised to power 6 Now it is being added. Now it is being added to plus 3 raised to power 3 raised to power 3 into 10 raised to power, it is 8. It is 8. So it is very easy again, my dear friends. So when the sign is positive, so my dear friends, it is a little different thing which is going to happen now. Now if you see such situation that when the plus sign is coming, we have to add. Now what we do, the simplest and easiest way is that we write them as the simple form. Now this is with 6 zeros. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now this is with 6 zeros. You see that this is with 6 zeros. It means that this is with 6 zeros. Now we have to add this with 8 zeros now. Now this is the thing which I am going to tell you, or I am going to let you understand that what is the difference between that we direct multiplied or we direct divided. Now this is whatsoever, it's a little different. Now write these 8 zeros now and write from unit side Now these are the 6 have already consumed. 6 already consumed. Now 7th and 8th 0 is like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and then 3. Now what is the operand? It is the addition sign. So just add these, it will become this thing. You see that if you add this 9 with 3, what will happen? It will become 12. So it will be wrong. Okay. Now we'll take it back to the standard form. It will become 3.09. It will become 3.09. Now we'll multiply it by 10 and we'll count from here, from where we have put the sign we have put the decimal sign. We have put the decimal sign over here. So we'll count 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So it will become 8. So I think this is enough, and you'll conceive what I have told you in this chapter or in the preface of this exercise. Just try some things at your own. So I'll be doing exercise 5.12 very soon, maybe in our next lesson, and you'll be doing it with great ease and comfort. So it's time to say you goodbye. Allah Hafiz.